Will, will,
For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense takes the field. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job at it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground.
Well, I know on offense you always want to have balance, and it's important to keep defenses honest, but listen, you're one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire nation. Let your dudes go to work. You don't need negative plays like that.
So the Arizona Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
And they're able to get him on the ground. Arizona has it in the red zone. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll try to snap it quickly. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent.
It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Arizona. And the defense doing work. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. Off he goes. He's at the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is... We'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive... Right away while he's selling the fake, he had no shot.
The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bill.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant finish session.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Vanderbilt opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
At the 45-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Huskers in the hurry-up. They'll run the option.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They were... The change, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Line getting set on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Connection to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Shows him the stiff arm.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's looking to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. Johnson looking to throw. This time on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Running with power. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Got it looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? One snap coming before they head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right.
Running toward the tape. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right here.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Complete to start this drive. You don't see that much. Complete the pass and still end up getting stuck with a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Arizona Wildcats will take
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Arizona right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo there.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own great field position. Offense getting set for 1st down. The handoff to Johnson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, and an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Handoff from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Arizona in a hurry. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Johnson wants to throw it. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The Cornhuskers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Offense lining up quickly. Now on the move. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a...
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's in Arizona.
Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Patterson. The Wildcats want to move quickly. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Nebraska, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the single back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Johnson. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch.
He's going for the big play. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect
Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Notre Dame is running away with this one today thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 17 over NC State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona right back to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's Hunter. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of throw to the end zone, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Got enough for the 1st down. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. At the 45 on its way. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The option look. Now the toss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. On the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
And they got him for the sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Nebraska, 45. Arizona.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not